YouTube! Welcome to another video! Today we're watching The Middle Ages Obsession with Fighting Snails by Medieval Madness. Guys, did you know I'm a snail? Did you know that? Let's watch some snail lore. Let's watch some snail lore.
The nobleman stands before us, decked out in his chainmail. Helmet and shield in place, weapon in hand, he's prepared to do battle, to face his mortal enemy. This one is an exceptionally slippery foe, who is often found slinking about ready to engage a brave knight.
A slimy foe, a slimy, very scary, little bit slow foe.
Deadly combat. What evil adversary could it be that causes our brave knight to look so afraid? I can barely summon the fortitude to let forth his name from my mouth. It's the fighting snail.
Wow! Look! Guys, it's me. It's me! It's me! Grrr! And I will fight Chad.
Welcome to Medieval Madness.
Yippee! Wow, maybe you're old. Come on. That can't be your comment to okay. Aww.
Rough around the edges.
Cute.
By the end of the 13th century, snails had begun to appear in the margins of illuminated manuscripts. Artworks found on the borders of pages are referred to as marginalia, and it was common to find little sketches or notes in the margins of...
Wait,
Inchlushlu gifted a tier 1 sub to Feetman69_. They have given 151 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Schlushlu, for giving us a sub to Feedman69. Thank you. Fellow feed lover.
Medieval text.
Okay.
The most expensive manuscripts might be highlighted in gold with intricate edgings framing the main body of writing. There might be other drawings, perhaps coats of arms or fantastical beasts painted with costly pigments such as lapis lazuli. They might have been added immediately or many years later, perhaps decades after the original manuscript had been produced.
You know what I really find interesting about like medieval drawings or also Stone Age drawings? You can always tell that they're very old. I don't know, they have like a certain style to them. People didn't know perspective or something? I don't know. Guys, if you look at art from the, from contemporary times, and it's like people, if you look at people, a lot of them are anime girls. Anyway.
These books were extremely expensive and nothing was added by chance. According to art historian Lillian Randall, the snail decorations can be found in all sorts of religious texts, such as books of hours and breviaries containing prayers and psalters full of songs.
Holy snails. See? Holy snails.
These manuscripts were often commissioned by wealthy households. The illuminations are also found in pontifical works for the rites performed by bishops, and even decretals, letters dictated by the Pope and sent out to members of his clergy, perhaps on a matter of discipline or the giving of advice. The marginalia might be good-humoured, strange, fantastic, or even a little naughty. Bare backsides, medical problems...
Ew. Whoa, what happened here? What happened here? What is, okay, this one I can see this one, but what is this one?
And penises turn up a surprising
Wow!
number of times. There are also a huge number of homicidal rabbits that adorn the pages of what could otherwise be considered a perfectly solemn piece of text. Then a new obsession began, and for a short period in the 13th century, the decorators of those books, known as illuminators, started to add the reoccurring scene of the brave knight facing off against a fighting snail.
The very scary snail.
Randall found that there were 70 examples from across Europe covering 29 different books, many of them dating from a 20-year period between 1290 and 1310. There was a successful manuscript manufacturing industry in France at that time, and it was from there that she found most of the illustrations.
You think they were high? But what did they have back then? They had alcohol and opium, maybe? Great Snail Garden War. Crazy, right? Crazy. The Snail War of 1467.
The next new thing. The snails seem to have been randomly drawn and absolutely nothing to do with any of the text or other illustrations around them. The composition of the illustrations doesn't really differ much from country to country. Most show an armed knight with a sword or mace challenging the snail, which often has its antenna extended so they look like horns, or pointing out in an aggressive manner like arrows or swords.
So aggressive, guys. It's so aggressive. Aww.
Some of the men wear a short tunic, others are completely naked. They may carry a sword, spear, axe, or slingshot. One scene depicts a nude woman confronting a snail with a spear and shield. To highlight the humor of the design, there are numerous depictions of a knight kneeling meekly before his tiny enemy, having dropped his weapon.
Wait! Maybe it's like, so you're saying maybe it's like an irony thingy? It's like sarcasm? Huh? Dangerous criminal. Yeah, don't they look so scary? Sharing me timbers at these snails. This is how Chad feels. This is, guys, look, this is literally me versus Chad. Me versus Chad.
In other
like a shitpost. Medieval shitpost. It does look like a shitpost.
scenes, women are pleading with the knight not to engage with the intimidating beast. Some of the gastropod's opponents are not human at all, but rather hybrids or animals. One snail, which has the head of a mouse, is being stalked by a cat.
Oh my god, it's like it's literally like today, you know, the pictures of like cats being like photoshopped on snails, or the AI pictures that are like different animals mixed. It's literally that.
Some are hybrids of men and snails and are being ridden like a horse by rabbits, of all things. Other illustrations show the snail's opponents to be a dragon, a horse, a hare. Some depict apes, either equipped with a crossbow or a sword, or mounted on a horse with a spear. In another, a fox turns tail and runs away from his shelled foe. Only 5 of the scenes included in Randall's research portray the snail in a submissive role.
What? See, Chad, I'm not an omega. I'm a very, very dominant persona, okay? Yeah, medieval brain rot.
2 have huge heads and are sitting at the top of a sequence of steps. There are 3 snails sliding down a ladder, another is towing a cart loaded up with a wine keg. A man hunts down a stag while riding a snail like a horse, and one magnificent gold snail is being attended to by an ape-like physician.
Wait, this is Germany! No? Because this is Hamburg. Isn't this Hamburg? The flag of Hamburg, and then this is probably another one in Germany? I think it is. It's my ancestors. Oh my god.
Several other gastropods appear to be minding their own business before being set upon by a large bird, possibly a crane. In just a short space of time, the snail had become an accepted motif in medieval imagery, and the fad was spreading, spilling over into other places. In Lyon, the Gothic cathedral has 3 reliefs on the facade.
Whoa.
One depicts a snail with a dog's head being set upon by an axe-wielding man. The other 2 are the commonplace knights attacking the spiraled shell creatures. And as a testament to the theme and the spread of its popularity, an early 14th century manuscript that was written in Jeremy's monastery in Italy depicts a fighting snail marginal. A mystery wrapped in an enigma.
What?
No one seems to know exactly what these medieval fighting gastropods are about, and there has been a lot of learned debate on the subject. Many believe the idea to be simply the representation of...
Is this how you guys see me? What if my body was just a shell? Would that be too terrifying? I think it would. Yes? Yes? Oh, okay, never mind, I guess. Face reveal! That's not even a photo. That's not what I look like. That's not what I look like! Come on, Chad.
Human cowardice. The idea of a full-grown, kitted-out knight being scared of a tiny, defenseless snail. But there have been other interpretations. The first one popped up as early as the mid-19th century. The fabulously named bibliophile Comte Auguste de Bastard d'Estaing published the first reproduction of illustrated manuscripts. He connected the snail emerging from its shell with resurrection when he found the motif in a French book of hours, and the image was right next to a miniature of the raising of Lazarus. However, the realist art critic and novelist Champfleury dismissed this idea as, quote, overzealous symbol seeking.
What?
He preferred the notion that the marginal art pointed to the idea of the snail being nothing more than an agricultural pest. One Flemish art historian thought that the snail, safe inside its shell, was an observation on social oppression.
Hey, listen. A snail's being a pest. That's kind of rude to say. They just want to eat. Bro. Okay? First of all, they just want to eat. Humans also want to eat. And then some humans proceed to eat snails. But snails don't call them a pest. You know, come on.
A satire on the powerful who, in their fortified castles, laughed at the threat of the poor whom they exploited. But this doesn't explain why the snails drew the attention and animosity of noble knights. Lisa Spangenberg, a digital medievalist, came up with another idea. She thinks that...
Is that rude to say that to medieval art? Is it rude to say ew to medieval art? I mean, the artist is not alive anymore. I was a bit taken aback by this fucking picture. What the fuck? They were still figuring it out? I mean, I can't hate on an artist who's trying. Looting boats in it, I guess.
The armored snail fighting the armored knight is a reminder of the inevitability of death. As it is written in Psalm 58 of the Bible, quote, like a snail that melteth away into slime, they shall be taken away. Like a dead-born child, they shall not see the sun.
What? I don't know if I should be offended. What?
Lillian Randall believed that the snail symbolized a medieval ethnic group of people known as the Lombards. Over a couple of hundred years, the Lombards were a Germanic people who conquered most of the Italian peninsula.
Actually, good point. I do not see the sun. Actually, good point.
After Charlemagne crushed the Lombards in 772 and declared himself the king of Lombardy, they turned to pawnbroking and moneylending and were regarded as cowardly turncoats. Along with the Jews, they were Europe's bankers and guilty of the sin of usury, were seen as greedy, malicious, and Randall says in her article, The Snail in Gothic Marginal Warfare, the Lombards were accused of non-chivalrous comportment in general from the middle of the 12th century. This could account for why the snail is so frequently seen attacking armored knights, but not why the snail is often seen as the victor, or why the images were shown in psalters and prayer books rather than historical treaties.
What?
Sign of the times.
Look at this guy. It's just a guy.
We all know that a snail carries its own little house around on its back and moves at a really slow speed, but one of the reasons why it is so difficult to make sense of the meaning of the snail in regards to the medievals is...
Guys, it's literally me. Look at the snail.
because we are so unsure of its symbolism. The 20th century author Hans Biedermann, who wrote a book on the subject titled Dictionary of Symbolism, Cultural Icons and the Meanings Behind Them, considers the snail to represent simple living and self-sufficiency as it carries around everything it needs. And it represents the resurrection of Christ because it lives in a harmonically formed spiral shell and, quote, it seals itself inside with a lid that it subsequently knocks off to re-emerge after winter or drought are past.
Oh my god, you guys. I think as a child, I would like open the lid on purpose. Because I wanted my friends to come out, you know? Wanted them to come out and like be snails. I feel so bad.
Biedermann also talks about how Hildegard von Bingen, the 12th century philosopher, polymath, composer, visionary, and all-round smarty pants, used powdered snail shells as a cure for worms. Who knows whether it was a simple statement on the snail's bothersome character of the garden pest, a comment on social climbing, or even, as some have thought, a symbol for female sexuality.
Okay! That's not what I would, okay. Why? Why? Yeah, I mean, I guess if it's a joke, the punchline is lost. I mean, to be fair, a lot of memes, if you look at memes from 15 years ago, they're also not funny. I guess if you look at medieval art, it's the same, you know? If you look at medieval memes, it's probably the same. Oh no! Is this what future historian will see memes as? I think they will. I think they will. Hello, typos. What the hell are historians gonna see brain rot memes as? Dude, we should make more brain rot memes to confuse the historians even more. Just to be silly. Okay? Just to be silly.
Related to female genitalia and hermaphrodites.
What?
One marginal image on a Flemish psalter depicts a knight dropping his weapon at the side of a gastropod. The bagpipe above that is shaped like testicles and the ram attacking a woman's basket on the opposite page suggests a light-hearted link to the theme of sexuality.
That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? Is it just me? I feel like that's a bit of a stretch. I don't know, man. I don't know.
But it is unlikely that the snail on the edge of a royal charter bearing the seal of King Edward III of England, no less, has anything to do with sex. Neither does the mollusk.
Hello, Ari. Dude, why are not people joining now? Okay, guys, this is a medieval video about snails, okay? It's not about anything, yeah.
The choir screen at Chartres Cathedral. The fact that it shows a knight running away from the snail, as do the images carved into the west front of the cathedrals at Amiens and Paris, probably alludes to the idea that the failing of cowardice is a sin in the eyes of God. The manuscript, known as the Smithfield Decretals, dating back from the beginning of the 13th century, contains the directives of Pope Gregory IX. It originated in the south.
I'm so glad they're over the topic of it being something sexual. They had videos back then, yes. They did. This video was recorded in 1467.
Belonging to the category of religious literature, it is a collection of papal letters and could be said to relate to the politics of the time. The decretals contain two images of combating snails. In one, a young boy is about to attack a large snail, which is as tall as he is, with a catapult. We can't be certain whether or not this is a tongue-in-cheek depiction of, or just a contrary allusion to, the biblical story of David and Goliath. It could be possible that this is a symbol of youth sneering at humility. In the other scene, the snail attacks aggressively with its horns, whilst the knight, who appears to be on the back foot, swings his mace and looks more than a little intimidated.
I like that he says horns. I never thought of them as horns. I don't know. I feel like horns are like solid, but snail antenna are like very They're very squishy and, you know, silly.
If the gastropod here symbolizes humility, could the soldier represent discourteousness and pride? We should remember that the little drawings in marginalia are likely to be social comments on the medieval world, the meanings of which have been lost over time. Think of them as memes for the medievals.
Oh my god, it's true! It is true! Medieval memes. Guys, we should just start using medieval memes. What the heck? Is that Yoda? It does look like Yoda. What the heck?
These things tend to move on and evolve over time.
Why is there also... What is this? What are those shapes? What are those shapes? Anyway.
By the 14th century, the knight versus snail idea had disappeared, only to return again by the end of the 15th century, when any current meaning would have been altered to fit the period. Scholars, bloggers, art historians, and armchair detectives have come up with various ideas about the symbolism of the marginal snail stalker, as well as the ones already...
Snail stalker. Maybe you should be scared, guys. Maybe you should be scared. Human history is full of peanuts. There's two things that have, you know, that we've had since the beginning of humanity. Snails and peanuts. Peanuts drawings.
mentioned here, such as the resurrection, female sexuality, the semi-slug as a nuisance for the gardener, the certainty of death, or a critique on social climbers. Other theories have included the sluggishness of time, the segregation of the
Sluggishness?
ability, the oppression of the needy, humility versus pride, and powerful members of the Catholic Church turning away from their problems. Perhaps you even have some ideas of your own on why these intimidating mollusks grace the margin of medieval manuscripts.
Well, maybe because snails are actually the best species, okay? Maybe we overtook the humans for a bit. And that's how I was born, as a snail girl.
So we'd love to know what you think down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!
Yippee!
Being blind.
Not that, not this, not this, not this right now, not this right now. Alright guys! Alright, thank you guys for watching. That was silly. That was silly! Yeah, the yellow ones are so cute, right? Are you wrinkly like that, Sarah? No, I'm not. Anyway, if you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Subscribe to Medieval Madness. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye.